Good morning to the grind. Good morning to you out there. Good morning to the hard work. Good morning to another opportunity. Good morning to, not whining, using kind words, all those kind of good things right there. Good morning to you. It's another amazing, blessed day. I'm KeJohnna Owens. This is the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I get up excited, motivated most days, but like everybody else, we do what we have to do. But I get up with a mindset if we get to. And each and every morning, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I get to present the Grindology101 Podcast, which is to motivate, encourage, equip, get people started with some type of motivation toward the day, the things that you want. A little bit more today than maybe we applied yesterday. And today I was moved to talk about you can't be mad at the results you didn't get from the work that you didn't do. And we're going to get straight into it, because if you want to get something in your life, I don't know any other way to put it, but we're going to have to do something in life a little bit different than we've done in life thus far to have something in life that we haven't had so far. So if you're in that line of mentality, you're in the right place, you're in the right time, you're definitely the right person. Looking forward to share with you. So if you're up this morning, say amen. Thank you. Bless. Now, what are you going to do with it? Let's get to it.
Every day in Africa, in the safari, a lion wakes up. And every single day in the safari, a gazelle wakes up. Now, this is critical. What's the difference between a gazelle and what's the difference between a lion? What I discovered is the gazelle is running from something. So as long as the lion is chasing the gazelle is running. But as soon as the lion stops chasing the gazelle, it stops. And that's a lot of you in this room. You will run. You'll do what you're supposed to do. As long as you're getting pushed, as long as you're getting motivated, as long as somebody is encouraging you, as long as somebody's coaching you, as long as somebody's pushing you, as long as somebody's prodding you, you're doing what you're supposed to do. As long as somebody's calling you, as long as someone is enticing you, as long as somebody's giving you rewards, you're moving. But as soon as that stops, you stop. I asked myself the question about the lion, and I said the lion is not running to be rewarded. The lion is running to eat. Because the lion realizes when he kills the gazelle, not only does he eat the gazelle, but he brings it back home. So you've got to ask yourself, what's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prod you, if nobody has to reward you, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time, you go by the gazelle. You don't hunt from 8 to 3. Why? Because the gazelle may not be open from 8 to 3. You hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another. Listen to me, a 9 to 5 person, they make a sale and they're excited. When you get to my level and you get one thing, then you try to get to the next level, then you try to get to the next level, then you try to get to the next level. A true hunter hunts. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. I'm saying that some of you in this room, you might not be a lion yet. You might have small beginnings. You might not have a lot of money. You might not have a lot of resources, but there's no excuses. And I need you to understand, for those of you who are 70% beast mode, 30% gazelle, that's just enough for that other person to outdo you. There are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And you got to not only operate in them, you got to do it quick. You got to do it fast. You got to do it in a hurry. Why? Because there's somebody else who's on the same track you are. Somebody else, they're on the same path that you are. It's somebody else just like you trying to do it. And sometimes they're working just as hard as you're working. They're putting in just as much sweat, just as much tears, just as much blood. But you just got to do it what? You got to do it faster than they do it. You got to do it quicker than they do it. Are you listening to what I'm saying? That's why I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, because if you're getting up at 6, you might be smarter than me. You might have more privilege than me. You might have more resources than me. You might But I'm going to get up earlier than you, and I'm going to do it faster than you do it. So by the time you get up with all your resources, by the time you get up with all your privilege, by the time you get up with all your stuff, I've already finished the race. Are you hearing me? It's hard. Yup, it's hard. Yup, it's difficult. Yup, why? Because the process is weeding out the weak. It's weeding out the weak. And so sometimes you got to play hard. You got to play physical. You got to play tough because the game itself is tough. The game itself is hard. But I know you got what it takes. Listen to me. This is how you do it over 6-7 years ago with no money, no human resources, no building, no funding, no support. The first thing we did was we dreamed, we wrote the dream down, we slept the dream, we ate the dream, we rehearsed the dream, we looked at the dream, we talked about the dream, we slept with the dream, we woke up to the dream, we wore the dream, and now boom, it's our reality. And for some of you, you stop dreaming. You dream for a week and you stop because things around you don't look good. You dream for a month, and when you get hit in the mouth, you quit and you give up. You dream for a while, and when people tell you crazy, and when people tell you stupid, and when people tell you can never get done, you stop dreaming and you go back to knowledge. And I dare you to use your imagination. I dare you when you broke to use your imagination. I dare you when you're rich to use your imagination. I dare you under every single circumstance. Keep dreaming. Keep looking at your dream. Keep focusing on your dream. Keep going after the dream because that's where true success is.
Dr. Eric Thomas, you know, that's fire to me right there. I love getting my day going with people that got their day going already too. Think about this. What if you were to put an effort in that nobody else can compete with? And most importantly, that the person in the mirror, that's your competition. That person couldn't compete. Man, you up again? That's what you got to kind of tell yourself. You know, you look in that mirror, you say, you know what, it's on me. And when I hear information like that, some of the best to ever do it around the world, I get my day going. He said, do it fast. Do it in a hurry. This comfort zone. Think about the things that we might be facing that may be uncomfortable that we find comfort in. You find comfort in uncomfortable situations. Kind of mend the fence a little bit. Don't fix the fence. Kind of mend the car. Don't really fix the car, but, you know, you could get through. But how about living a life of the abundance that we have available? But will we put in the work that we have to do to get the abundance? That's the question to the self. And you hear me say it all the time. Apply the level of the work that you do to match the level of the faith that you have. So if you have a huge level of faith, which might be just a mustard seed, right? What if you apply the entire mustard seed to the faith that you have? And you say, I'm going to get up a little bit earlier. I'm going to stay up a little bit later. As you heard me say, you know, 9 to 5, they pay you on Friday for 9 to 5. They got a set amount of hours and a set amount of dollars and a set amount of time that you can make a set amount of dollars in, and they'll pay you for your time. So you trade hours for dollars, time for money. But what if you say, I could do my own hard and I could put in 18, 20 hours or whatever it takes. And see, I'm not going to be mad at the results I don't get from the work I didn't do, because I'm going to do all the work that I can do to get all the results out of what I did. That's a basic principle right there. You can't expect more than you're willing to get out. If you're not willing to put in what you want out of it, I don't know how you think that's going to work. They don't have a magic pill like that. I hope somebody gets that right there. So if you signed up to the thing, and you haven't yet signed in, this is sign up and sign in, two different things. We won't talk about that. That's a breakthrough thought. Let's take a pause for the calls and let's talk about the sign up and the sign in. Stand by. Sign up, sign in. Same thing as get to and you got to. Mindset. You signed up for college to get your degree. Man, that was good. Filled out the paperwork, signed up all the stuff. You got all your documents in. Class starts next month. Oh, man, that's pretty cool, right? You made the investment. But they tell you need to be down at the school to get your books at 4 in the morning because the line is going to be long and they're going to probably run out of books if you don't get there on time. Now, some people, they can't get to that part because, see, that's the sign in. That's to show up. That's to get it done. That's the work side of the sign up. So you can't sign up for something and expect what the sign in would do without signing in. If you got the job and you never went to work, how could you expect to get paid on Friday? That's some science right there. Think about this. Whatever it is that you want, what would you do to get it? And I was asked the other day in a consultation, well, how much do I have to do? My question in return was, well, how much do you want out of it? If you could have all of the things that you want in the world, every single thing, and there was a magic wand that you could have everything that you want, whatever that would be, think of that. But they said, well, you have to apply a level of work that matches what you want. Would you do the work? That's the blueprint. And the work could be anything. The work could be simply showing up. The work could be failing, trying, learning, connecting. And one of the main things that the work entails is getting around people that show you some tips, share information, coach and mentor you possibly to the success that you desire in your life. That's 101 right there. And as we talk about the 101, let's get right back into it. I've connected with some people that are making some changes around the world. And I'm telling you, if you want to do something and you've been invited to a room that's a little bit different, maybe you haven't been in a room that maybe it forces you to get a little bit more prepared. Maybe it forces you to do a little bit more. Maybe it forces you to expand or stretch yourself from what you used to do. Maybe now you need to wear a tie. Maybe now, ladies, you need to wear a professional dress. Maybe now you need to get a little bit earlier. You need to change something. If you're willing to do the adjustments along the way, that's how you get to where you want to get to. And this is what it looks like. I love this essay right here because it just simply says, if you want something, I don't know how long it's going to take. But if you want the other side, and all you want is on the other side, would you do all you need to do on this side to get all you want on the other side? Let's get right back into that mojo. Today, I'm going to fire you up. I hope you grab something today. I hope somebody gets something. They get calls, they get texts and say, you know what, today, open my mind. Today, I got up a little bit earlier. Today, I put in a little bit more. Today, I made a few more calls. Today, I've sent a few more emails. Today, I got up a little bit earlier. Today, I stayed up a little bit later. Today, I did a little bit more. And if you did that tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, he say so willing to give us that time. You say, hey, man, I got somewhere. And you could look at your life right now, and I promise you that you could look back and you could say, hey, man, I got somewhere. Let's get back into it. It's the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. Nothing works but the work. Stand by.
Yeah. I don't care how good you are in anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do that, you could be successful in anything.
What do you think most people get wrong about motivation?
They think it's a permanent fix. They think it's something that is a constant. They think that maybe once I get it, I'm going to hold on to it. And that's the thing about that I was telling you, that I always talk about. nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation.
Fuck your motivation. Fuck your motivation. You need discipline because motivation's not there every day. I'm missing motivation most days.
Wow,
Some
really?
days, yeah. Sometimes I got motivation. Sometimes I'm like, fuck yeah, today I felt good. I can't wait to get to the gym. But a lot of days, like, gotta get to the gym. And then once I get going, then I feel great.
Yeah.
And I feel great when it's over. But it's that beginning part that's hard because your body wants to stay comfortable.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
You know, trivial things weren't going to pull my attention. It had to be things weren't going to pull my attention. It had to be things that I had a purpose. I wanted to be one of the best basketball players to ever play. And anything else that was outside of that lane, I didn't have time for.
At what age did that goal become crystal clear?
I made that deal with myself at 13 years old.
At 13 years old?
13 years old. That's the
you
deal I
were crystal
made.
Clear about it.
Crystal clear.
And I'm telling you, you don't need to determine. I'm telling you it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you it is worth it.
Yeah.
And you know what? You actually know it's worth it. That's why you're asking this question. You know it's worth it. You know it's worth it to have discipline, but you think there's an easier way. Yeah. You think that it's something that people have. You think that when Jocko's alarm clock goes off, it's like, oh, just like my father taught me. I rise and I shine. You know, like, no. It's like the pillow feels soft and comfortable.
Yeah.
And the alarm clock is banging on my head and I don't like it. Yeah. But you know what? I know it's worth it to get up and get after it. I know it's worth it, and you know it's worth it.
You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things, and that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't fucking do it. And that's where you fail. You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. All it takes is a little bit of fucking spark, you can burn the whole forest up. But motivation, you have to learn to exist without it. You have to learn to be, you have to be your best self when you're least motivated.
You have to be your best self when you're least motivated. Man, you don't wake up motivated and the pillow is comfortable. Man, I got a lovely wife. I want to lay right there, man, and be the change that you want to see is what it comes down to. If it feels comfortable to get up and you know, if it feels comfortable to stay asleep, to rest and relax and get another hour of sleep, and that's been what you've been doing, and that's got you in the zone of, here it is. The topic is, don't be mad at the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. So you couldn't get up. You can't get up. You know why? There's something missing in your why. WHY. What has you motivated, inspired? Inspiration and motivation, two different things. Motivation kind of comes and goes. Inspiration, like, you know what, I have to do this. My mother needs me. You know, I could change my life. I could live a life. I could leave a life that leaves a legacy and create something that's maybe a foundation in your family that never has been established before you could be the one. But we're going to have to get up. We're just going to have to get up. We're going to have to get to the work that it takes. And this morning and every morning that I get to, I just want to share something that says, you know what, I can do a thing that maybe nobody else believes that I could do. I could be a person that maybe nobody else believes that I could be. I could achieve goals that maybe nobody else believes I can achieve. But I'm going to have to do some work that nobody sees so that the results will show themselves when the time comes so it to be. And when the time comes so it to be, I like that, so it to be. When the time comes for it to manifest, you'll look back and you see that you have a body of work that got you to where you are. 1,000-mile walk starts with one step. You can't walk 1,000 miles without taking the first step. So when you look at the 1,000 miles you focused on going, when you look back, you say, man, I got somewhere. And you find that the people that may have told you that even you could do it, you couldn't do it, whatever it is, you're going to be by yourself, because that's the work. Can you commit to the work when the work seems like it doesn't even matter? Let's talk about it. Now, on the other side of the work are the results. And I'm going to show some consistent work of how you get somewhere from just getting started. Now, these individuals, Mr. Eric Thomas, Dr. Eric Thomas, he said he got up so early in the morning. Les Brown, Tony Robbins, and anybody else in the speaking industry with him, he said he had content before they put out their weekly content. He was putting out daily content. So I bought the philosophy, and over time, I've done almost 400 different showcases of podcasting self, and probably another 300 of other clients. Now that time is in the dark, where it doesn't matter, but it's given me an opportunity to develop something I truly hadn't had when I started. But when I started, I didn't know much. Today, by being consistent, I've become an expert in the field. You get to. Take the mindset of get to, apply it. You get to be the one that's first to work. You get to be the one that does the work at work. You get to be the one that nobody else likes at work, because you're the one that brings the value to work. Sometimes it's like that too. Just be the one. Be the one that you are. Be the one that you are. Embrace who you are and do the work that you want the results from. So if you want a mountain hill of results, do a mountain hill of work. Stand by. Let's get right back into it. This is the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. God is good. Stand by.
How much longer are you going to sit around? You going to sit there for another 30 seconds? Maybe another minute, another hour, or maybe start in a few hours? Or better yet, let's kick it off tomorrow. You going to delay it till tomorrow? Or maybe put it off for another week? Another month? Another year? How much longer are you going to just sit there and not move your life forward?
All the real achievers in this world, they just get going. They start anywhere, at any time, in any place. They start regardless of their pain or whether they're pumped up. Their location doesn't fucking matter. They just begin. And you gotta just take the leap. Just dive into the work.
Just get up and move. And watch procrastination crumble. If you can't take control of your own brain and it controls you, you're f***ed. You've got control over your mind. You've just got to enforce it. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and what you want to do. You don't give it an option to slack off.
So the next time you're feeling weak or lazy or just not in the mood, remind those feelings they don't get a fucking say in what you do today. You're gonna remain disciplined, committed, and getting shit done.
When that alarm goes off at 4 or 5 in the morning and your mind complains, you tell it, this is our new normal. You've got to command your brain and tell it where you want to head, why you're doing this, and the way you're going to make it happen. You don't get better by sitting on the damn couch. You get better by stepping out into the world and giving it everything you've got every fucking day.
And everybody will talk about it. Everybody will post about it. Everybody will plan it. But barely anybody is willing to roll up their sleeves and just go get it. Because most people in the world are lazy. They don't want to do things that don't come easy.
This daily grind, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's for the tough, the relentless, the ones who look at the impossible and say, that I can do it. It's about pushing past your limits, breaking new ground, and doing the hard shit that everyone else is too scared or too lazy to tackle.
You got to learn to sacrifice, to give up, to go up. It doesn't matter how talented or skilled you are. Without discipline, you're nothing. Why? Because without it, you'll give up at the slightest hint of struggle.
You have to force yourself to do the very best you can every time. There are no excuses, no backing down. You must keep moving, keep striving, keep pushing the envelope of what you thought was possible. This is the path if you want to get to the next level.
Discipline is about doing the shit you hate, but doing it like you fucking love it. It's your mindset that gets you through the hard times. So you gotta get your fucking ass up. Whether you're tired, exhausted, or just don't feel like working, then you gotta grind.
So whether you're tired, don't want to do it, you got to get up, you got to grind, and find a way to put it in your mind that you get to. Have a goal so huge that you want to. You're not dragging it. It's pulling you. You don't drag a goal. The goal pulls you. You can't sleep. You got to get up. You got to do more. You want to do more. You want to reach the goal. You got to have a goal so big that when people tell you, man, you can't do that, you know you're in the right place. If you have a goal like, yeah, I'm going to graduate from high school, or, yeah, that's great. It's not the significance that, it's going to scare somebody to say, man, that's huge. While it is absolutely huge, I want to encourage you to take another step. While you may have had a difficulty in life, find something that says, you know what, I'm gonna do something in my life, with my life, that makes such a difference that I leave a significant impact in the world, some way, somehow, in my church, in my school, in my club, in my group, in my family. I'm gonna do something that makes a difference, that the people say, I came this way. Put your goal to it. Good morning out there. Documentation. Absolutely. Documentation is key. But I'm going to tell you what's even more key in documentation. Consistency in the work. That doesn't matter who says it's documented or who matters who says it's successful. But what matters is that you know you're doing the work when it counts. Because when you do the work that seems like it doesn't matter, when it matters and you're called upon to do the work, you can do the work. Stephen Curry can shoot jump shots at 40 feet. But I guarantee you, the shots you see in the light, he shot thousands of them in the dark. Who else is out there? We got facts, bro. That's my main man, C.E. King Parker. I call him trucking, booking, and building. Through over 3 million miles across the country, driving a truck, making a difference. Get up and do all you can with what you have. Use what you have to achieve what you desire. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning. Salute Vivian Grimes, talent gang, guys, Tanner out there in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I appreciate you for being in the grind mostly each and every morning. Out there doing the thing. C.E. King Park, he's just out there sharing it, man. I'm blessed to have you as a brother, blessed to have you as a friend, and absolutely looking forward to the impact we're making this weekend. I'll share that in just a second. Yes, if you have something you want to do, tell the world. That's cool. But then just go to work. Just go to work doing it. Just go to work doing it. Just go to work doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep working on it. Keep learning. Keep losing. We'll keep learning. Lose, learn. Win in the end. That's how it works. A gold medalist didn't win one race to be a gold medalist. I can guarantee you there were some pains along the way. So think about being that gold medalist. Put that in your crawl right there. I've connected with some kings. Pause for the cause. We're going to connect some dots to success. And I'm going to talk about how powerful it is to connect with these young men from around the country to come together to make an impact together through the concept of home-based business ownership, that we can apply our own work ethic, our own tenacity, your own focus, the personal work ethic and character that you have to have a fair chance at succeeding at the highest levels. Now, they don't offer that at any job I've been at. You can come in and you can work really hard. They're still going to have a ceiling on you. And that's fair because it allows us to take care of responsibility. Now, abundance says, I don't need a ceiling. I don't need for you to tell me how far I could go or how much I can make or how much I could do for my family. I need an opportunity that says, well, I could apply the kind of work ethic that I have And if I wanted to outwork the field, then I should be able to get paid more than the field. This is my part of it. And you should take that too. Wait a minute. If I do all this for you, what if I transition all the skill, all the talent, all the gifts, all the trainings that I've been through said company for all of these years and apply my training and professionalism that I've been able to learn by working at this company that's taking care of me and my family. But now I can put myself in a position where I can own a business, operate my own passion, and put in a work ethic that I've never been late to your job, and now I can apply that same kind of work ethic to my success. Oh man, that's the right place at the right time. And when you find that kind of deal, you're with the right people. And this weekend, we're going to be giving an amazing delivery of just a smart blueprint for business alongside these amazing brothers right here. We will be on podcasts all over social media. We'll be live. We'll have a panel discussion about what business ownership means in the industry of network marketing in the direct sector of travel. That's going to be really exciting. And if you have an opportunity, catch in, and we'll see you on the other side. It's going to be a great opportunity to get a chance to not just hear the information of what we do, but feel the culture of how we do it. We're looking to connect with people that have an open mindset, a will to win, and a drive and a tenacity to make a commitment where we don't look forward to getting rich quick. But when we don't get rich, why do we quit? So if you have a mission, a passion, a tenacity about yourself that has a long journey process to it, and you're willing to connect with some people that are willing to help you, connect with you, a mentor, coach, and you got to be there. We're just going to talk about it. It just makes sense. And we will see you on the other side. These guys here are amazing. Got me feeling young, in fact. Some of them, hey, it'd be like my nephews right there. So I'll see you on the other side. We'll be on Sunday. That'll be Sunday. We call that Impact Sunday. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. You just chime in, tune in. It's gonna be available. You want to catch on to it. You want to see what we're talking about. You want it for yourself, not even for what we're talking about. Think of yourself. So we'll see you there on the other side. And if you have a will to win, don't let anybody curb your passion. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't have to do all that, because guess what? You do. Have a great day. I'll see you on the other side. It's been your Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens. It's an honor. Have a great day on purpose.